All right. Well, so this question is like, I know I've heard about Papa getting arrested one time. So
Yes.
How you remember it?
Okay.
How old were you?
I was 6 or 7 years old, somewhere along there,
You were born when?
1945,
What's your birthday? Your birthday?
January 2nd.
1945.
Yeah.
Okay. So this would have been 51.
Yeah,
Okay.
somewhere. No, it had to be 55, so I had to be 10, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So 1955.
Because
Yeah,
the
'cause Granny
police
had-
car was in 1955.
Oh, was it? Okay. So, so Granny had a paper clipping of this at one point in time.
Did she?
Yes, I know that. But
Okay, well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I remember I was at Aunt Marge's. Daddy came to pick me up.
And Aunt Margie's was, where was that?
She lived in the house next to where Murtis and Ed used to live.
Okay, right there where, by the little house?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a green.
Okay.
It was a greenhouse.
Okay, I remember that.
But anyway, so he came to pick me up, and we were riding, and you know, the house actually that we lived out in the country at that time. So it was actually the house that we ultimately rented later. There was a man, you know, had hedge clippers, and he was out cutting his grass, crawling on and cutting, because there wasn't but a little bit of grass, so he just cut them with the hedge clippers.
Okay.
And Daddy said, "Look at that SOB," because he said the whole thing.
Yeah.
"Look at that SOB cutting the grass with scissors." So then that's about all I remember. And then
And was that typical for him to say something like that?
no,
Okay.
no,
So did you know he was drinking?
no.
Okay.
See, I had never known him to even take a drink.
Okay.
But I guess with him being Indian, when
When
he
he did.
drank a little bit,
It wasn't good.
it wasn't good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fire water.
Right.
But anyway, but somehow I got back down to Marge's. But I wasn't with him when he was arrested, evidently. But I do know that he tore the front seat out of a 1955 Chevrolet car. Just kicked it out.
A police car.
Yeah.
Yeah, they put him, as I understood, they put him in the back seat.
Yes.
He put his feet against the seat
Oh, yeah.
and
just
jammed
pushed
it up against the dash.
Yeah.
Because he was big.
And that guy, the police that was driving the car was jammed up in the steering wheel.
So he pinned him against the,
Yeah, he couldn't
couldn't get out.
couldn't get out. And but anyway, and they beat him real bad.
Yeah.
And he was just black and blue. But it took 3 of them to put him in jail. Now they have the tasers.
Right.
So they wouldn't have any problem. But he was big.
Yeah. How big was he? You know? I mean, he was over 6 foot tall.
Oh yeah, he was about 6'3", something like that.
Yeah.
And he
But
wasn't really.
He wasn't skinny.
No.
He's a big guy.
But he wasn't really fat. He did have a little gut on him, but he was just big. And if you ever made him mad, I mean, he would go for ages.
He was sweet. Yeah, no, he was real sweet.
He had a heart of gold.
Yeah.
But if you ever made him mad, he just kind of went crazy.
Yeah.
But anyway, I remember they brought him back down there to Marge's when
Police did?
no,
No.
Mama, and then when they
After
got
he
him
got out of jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then years later, the policeman he never forgot. I mean, if he ever had anything against you, it was forever. Well, this guy that really, the first one that started arresting him was named Parrish. and he jumped off. It was several years later. I mean, like 10 years later. He jumped off the bridge down at Lake Mitchell.
Killed himself?
Yeah, killed himself. And it said, he should have done that a long time ago.
That's terrible.
I mean, it didn't bother him not one bit that that man had jumped off the
Committed suicide.
bridge and
Yeah.
killed himself.
Yeah.
He said, well, he should have done that a long time ago.
That's terrible. Okay.
But
Yeah. So everybody knew he got arrested and did well. That's why I'm pretty sure Granny had a newspaper clipping
Yeah.
of the car. I don't know that it was anything more than the car with the seat broke and jammed up against the
Yeah,
dash. 'Cause I
and,
guess they had to peel that other police officer out of there.
yeah, yeah.
So.